Welcome to our 24th edition of Drive Chat. It's an opportunity for us to engage with one of our headline partners for the 2024 Fleet Safety Awards. We're pleased to invite Siven Moodley to join us on screen, and we're just going to share a few thoughts with him about the Fleet Safety Awards and why they've decided to join us. Siven, please do join us.
Good afternoon, Eugene and team. Thank you.
Hi.
Thank you for having me here.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure having you. Just start us your role, please. Just tell us what you do at FMB in the fleet department.
Yes, Eugene. I'm currently the fleet product growth head for FMB Fleet Card, and let's say I look after a vast range of clients in my commercial and corporate portfolios.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, you haven't spoken to me for a while, but that's a subject for another discussion, and we look forward to that chat. Siven, just share with us, from your point of view, what motivated, as far as you know, FMB to support the Fleet Safety Awards as one of our headline partners?
Yeah, I think, Eugene, for us as FMB, we're always looking to actually provide for our customers. Apart from the various value propositions we have in the group, I think I'm entirely focused on the fleet management aspects, the tools of trade, if I can call it, that we provide our businesses to help them run their fleets. And I think the Fleet Safety Awards talks to a lot of the work that we do, but safety in itself, a lot of companies are unaware of the benefits of safety, that can also generate value for their businesses as well as their community. So, the safety topic is not, let's say, a core principle or values in most companies. They're unaware of it. So this creates, some cool awareness and the importance of fleet safety, and just upskilling their drivers, I guess. Let me just pause there, I guess, Eugene.
Okay. So in fact, let me share with you, there's a company in the UK, their slogan is road safety is good business. And I think if you look at it, the financial benefits that can be accrued, it is good business besides all the other good things. But just maybe from your point of view, and if you aren't aware of it, the first event that we ran, we had 110 entries. Last year, we had 250. We aimed this year for 400, but we closed off at 314. They said we've seen this phenomenal growth. To what do you think, or what can we hope to achieve in this year, our third Fleet Safety Awards? What do you think we can do?
Yeah, I think, Eugene, from my perspective, I'm looking to grow the awareness more. How can we get more people buying into this topic of safety, when it comes to managing the fleet? Because as you said it, there's hidden value in terms of cost savings, that can help minimize the overall running costs, but also, help with enhancing road safety. Not many companies are aware of that and the benefits of that, right? For, let's say, the greater community. So I'm hoping we can grow our footprint together and hopefully, bring benefit to those companies that are unaware of, fleet safety and what it can do for their organization and communities.
I'm glad that you mentioned that, Siven, because it leads me to the next point on the discussion, and that is learning from best practice. Now, you wouldn't have been privy to this information, but any entrant that was asked to submit their form for consideration, they had to produce some of the best practice standards that their company applied. So my question to you is, if more people are participating in events such as this, what do you think it's going to do for us as a continent and as a country to improve road safety?
Yeah, I think it's really going to upskill, let's say, a lot of those up-and-coming businesses. So I think in FMB, we've been voted the best SME bank in SA. And I think the safety awards kind of talks to that, let's say, segment. And we're looking, to provide more to that segment and help them grow and you see the benefits. But also, I think your best practices, gathering best practice from various organizations, because not, many organizations are not similar. So their fleets vary, which means their type of asset varies, and let's say the safety needed for the assets as well as their drivers varies. So gathering, more people and understanding the best practices out there creates like a Bible for us, so we could educate, the newcomers to the Fleet Safety Awards and then make them understand, it's not only about the fleet, it's the type of fleet, the environment you're in, going cross-border. What does it mean? You know, what are some of the safety aspects you need to consider for your driver and your asset or your vehicle going cross-border? So I'm going to pause there. That's kind of, you know, I see the importance there, I guess.
Well, let me just ask you to add to that in the following way. You as a company wouldn't have joined this as a partner unless you had a commitment to road safety. So how does what we do align with your commitment as an organization to improving the value chain and also making sure that people get to work and get to home safely?
Yeah, and I guess, Eugene, you know, today in my role as, let's say, the head of Fleet Card, we kind of provide solutions, right? And one of the core solutions that many people take for granted is the card, right? But the card is for the company, right? And it's to help the company, let's say, manage their running costs, being fuel. We all know how expensive fuel is, but also the card is given to the driver, right? So you want to help that company manage their driver spend. So the card comes with a lot of tools, you know, that educates the driver when he can spend, where he can spend. And it's also about driver training as well, right? How to use the card, when and where. And that we see as, you know, how do we uplift the driver in terms of skilling, but also overall, you know, giving back to the company in terms of saving. So I think this rewards, fleet safety rewards, also fits into that aspect because you are upskilling the driver as well, right? So, you know, safety, being aware of the surroundings, you know, South Africa and going cross-border is, you know, there's some dangerous aspects out there. So you got to be aware. And I think that fits into our overall, let's say, offering from a F&B, from a fleet management. And this fleet rewards complements it very well. So we're giving that little bit of extra value back to the customer and insights, you know, on safety around his fleet as well as his driver, you know. So that's how I think the two complement each other. And I'm looking forward to, you know, the road ahead as well.
Well, I'm sure that when you come to our first event, because this will be the first awards event that you've been to, it's really phenomenal to get a bunch of like-minded people together who together believe that they can make a difference is absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to leave you to think on one thought, a final thought, and I just want to conclude then. Think about the following. What parting message would you like to share with anybody who's going to watch this? And then while you're thinking on that, I just want to share a fact that we're pretty much aware of is that most driver's licenses, or a great majority in South Africa, are bought for a little amount of 2,000 or 3,000 rand. Public driving permits that drivers need are also bought. So clearly there's a need for organizations to be more professional. So on that thought, on that line, what's your parting message to anybody who's going to listen to this and watch this video recording?
I think it's be open to the safety awards, be open to the challenges that this environment, you know, throws at us. Exactly like how you mentioned, you know, the licenses being bought, but there's other aspects in the industry that many people don't, also are unaware of. And my message to them is just come with an open mind, listen.
Yeah.
There's a bit of investment on your part, but in long term, the benefits you will reap in terms of, you know, cost savings, and I guess prolong your fleet of vehicles, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would just like to pause there, I guess.
Okay, it's good business, eh? And what you say about the fleet, I can only endorse it. You will get a return on that investment, however much it is. If you upskill drivers, make sure that they're safe on the road. And by the way, one of the categories that we're featuring this year that we didn't last was safer stops, because we would like our drivers to be well rested when they're sharing the road with us. So, folks, that was Siven Moodley. Thank you very much for joining us. It was really nice to share some of your insightful comments. And we look forward to seeing you again on the 20th, by way of a reminder, where the winner, the fleet manager, will win 80,000 Rand in cash. And I'm quite sure that's a substantial amount of money. So with that message from Drive Chat, we'd like to see you there again. And please stay tuned to further episodes. Take care and have a good one.